Well, what a difference a few positional changes absolutely makes. We go from not winning a single game to now that we're 7 games unbeaten. Hello, welcome to Club 2, part 31 of the Global Explorer. Coming up in today's episode, we do have our Premier League fixtures against Man United and Tottenham Hotspur. So hopefully, should be two fairly simple games. That's what we're hoping for, but the form since the last episode has been absolutely ridiculous. Obviously, in the last episode, we lost 5-3 to Arsenal. A 1-1 draw against Bristol City. Did have a fiddle with tactics. We did like a 4-2-3-1 turned into 4-3-3 out possession. Didn't really work. So we got back to the 4-2-3-1, but changed the slight positional changes. And we are absolutely on fire. We beat Newcastle 3-0. Drew against Brighton 2-all. We beat Nottingham Forest 7-3. Absolutely crazy. We beat Middlesbrough 2-1, albeit their red cards sort of did help us win that game. We beat Hull 2-1. We beat Ipswich also 2-1. Then we drew 3-all against Aston Villa with Ilhan Pibanic. He's been absolutely superb. Now 4 stars of current ability, 5-star potential, and his media description is now a wonder kid. That is absolutely superb. We've got our first wonder kid, and I'm sure we might try and sign a couple in January. We've still got, I don't know what budgets we've got left. Got absolutely nothing. We've got some wage budget, but don't have any transfer budget. I don't think the board plan on giving me any other money, no, because we've got absolutely no money at all in the bank. So yeah, that's going to be fun. We need to qualify for Europe this year, or at least win the FA Cup, which we are third round tie is against Crewe, and that should be a fairly simple win. I should probably show you the league table where we are currently down in 14th, which is I'd take a 14th. I mean, our current form has been absolutely superb. Our past 5 games, absolutely wonderful. We did go on a spell where we did play the bottom 4 sides all in a row, so that sort of helped our league positions. But we are 10 points clear of 18th place Hull. So I think if we can get 40 points this season, so 6 more wins, that should be enough to avoid relegation, hopefully. And so far, we are on track to do that. So this is the lineup for our match against Man United. It will be Diego in goal, a back four of Lewandowski, Kiana, Kiarodi, and Silva. Silva's playing because Burnley is not fully fit. Then we've got Mera and Nino in the midfield. So we've got midfield playmaker and an attacking midfielder. Then we've got us as just a box standard winger, Curran as the attacking midfielder, Gariba as an inside winger. Then we've got Peter Reid. No, not Peter Reid. He was a manager. Connor Reid up front. We've got 2 decent strikers, albeit Connor Reid. He hasn't really played many games. He doesn't really score very often. That's why I haven't really been playing him, because Prbanic is just so much better. He's only 18 years old, and he's been playing like for like at least 10 years. He's that good. And when he has a chance, 9 times out of 10, Prbanic will score it. Connor Reid, not so much. He will still put the ball into the bag of net. He still plays well, but he doesn't quite score as many goals as Prbanic does. So I definitely think next season, Prbanic has actually been our main starting striker this season, but next season, Prbanic is starting every game, and Connor Reid might not even get a look in. He might be gone by the end of the summer, possibly. We might be gone at the end of the summer if our form carries on the way it is and we qualify for Europe. It's only a matter of time before we do potentially qualify for a European competition. Hopefully the Champions League. If we can qualify for the Champions League this season, that would be absolutely spectacular. I expect that's probably not going to happen. Albeit we could win the FA Cup. That is definitely something I do want to try and win some form of competition in the next few years, whether that's with West Brom or any other team, whether that's in the Premier League or in a foreign league, which we haven't had many job interviews. I thought I would have had something by now, but we need to be doing really good with West Brom to hopefully get a job interview elsewhere. But let's see if anything pops up between now and the end of the season. I highly doubt it. And that was quite a boring first half, considering we are against Man United. They are second in the league, but I was anticipating us to be at least one or two goals down by half time. But no, it is still goalless. Silva with the ball, he crosses it, tries to find Conor Reed, but he couldn't quite get his head onto the ball. The Man United goalkeeper did get there first, and hopefully we can try and get the ball back. They've still got Agate. How old is he? He must be nearly 30. They've still got Benjamin Sisko. He must be getting on a bit as well. He's like, what's he like, 24, 25 in real life? So he must be at least. He's born the same year. He's not born the same year as me. I'm in fact older than him. My good God. Oh, that could have been a great goal. Gariba, Kiana, come on, let's try and get the ball into the back of the net. Kiana, now to Lewandowski. Lewandowski again. Let's try and put the ball into the back of the net. Mera with the strike. That was so close to being 1-0. I tell you what, we're creating a lot of chances. Dare I say it? Could we potentially get a goal? I think so. We've had 9 shots, 5 on target. Surely it's only a matter of time before one of those does find the back of the net, and we do get the clearance only as far as Johnson, the Man United defender. Now to Matani. Can we just try and get in a tackle and try and stop Man United from scoring? And Jose puts the ball into the back of the net. It's a very simple finish from him, and Man United have taken the lead with just over 30 minutes left to go. I still think we can potentially get back in this. I don't think we're out of it just yet. Arse is absolutely shattered, so Paul Young is going to come on. Corin is also going to make way for Christian Ricci, who's very much been demoted to a backup this season, because Corin's just far better than Ricci. Ricci plays well when he comes on, but he just doesn't do enough to start every game now. 20 minutes left to go. Can we try and get an equaliser? Can we just try and do some attacking play in the last 20 minutes? Because a point against Man United is absolutely brilliant, but we are running out of time. Perez with the ball for Manchester United. A great ball out to Ahmad. Can we just try and do something? Can we try and get a foot in? And we don't. And Ahmad does put the ball into the back of the net to make it 2-0 to Manchester United. I mean, losing 2-0, it's not too bad. I mean, we had plenty of chances in the first half, but we just couldn't quite take them. Conor Reed not having a great game, so Pabanic is going to come on. Nino is going to make way for Skipper. I think that's all the changes we shall do for now. 15 minutes left to go. Can we try and get a goal back? Ideally now, that'd be a great time to score. If we can get a goal now, then we've got plenty of time to grab and equalise. Silva now to Ricci. Can he put the ball across goal? Along the floor would have been better, but Nino with the strike. The goalkeeper, it wasn't the best save from him. It could have gone easily, gone into the back of the net. We will drop a little bit of encouragement just in the hope we can get a goal. I mean, look at that Man United team. There's only one person that's not, 2 people that's not averaging over 7. That's Seymour, the defender. Maury, who's having an absolute shocker. I presume he's only just come on. That's what I'm thinking. Ricci, we've got 3 minutes left to go. I don't think we're going to get a comeback, but can we get a consolation goal? Because I do think we definitely deserve a goal. I think we feel really unlucky not to get a goal here. We've got barely a minute on the clock. Lewandowski, Kiana, that's a poor pass. That really is very, very poor from Kiana. I expect much better from him. Lumani does rip it across now to Robinson. Can we just hopefully try and get an attack? And we don't. And Ahmad does put the ball into the back of the net for his second goal of the game. That Ahmad fella, quite a good player. I presume that's Ahmad Diallo. I presume it is. It might not be, but that wasn't a best performance. But we do have Diego in goal, and obviously Criminal is currently out injured. He will be returning very, very soon, but just couldn't risk it against Man United. He might be back in time for. I doubt he'll be back in time for. He might be back in time for Spurs. How long is he out for? Expected return 1 to 6 days. Yeah, I don't. I think he's very much going to miss the Spurs game, where hopefully we do get back to winning ways. The lineup for our match against Spurs will be Diego in goal, a back four of Slugan, Derek, Chiarodi and Burnley, Bellingham and Skipper in the midfield. Then we've got Ars on the right, Richie in the middle, Cohen out on the left. Then we've got Prabanic up front. Come on, lads, let's hopefully try and get back to winning ways. Although Spurs, not theoretically not a difficult team to play against, but for some reason they're doing quite well in the Premier League, which I seem to remember them as a relegation favourite team every season. But at least they are in real life, but it might be completely different on this game. So hopefully we can get a nice simple win. I don't know how good their team potentially is, so I don't know, where are they in the table? Fourth. I feel like they're probably overachieving or underachieving. Definitely overachieving, I think, because in my mind they're just a mid-table team that float between the top half and the bottom half. So yeah, hopefully we can try and put a couple goals past them or not, because Mikel Yerdi has put the ball into the back of the net to make it 1-0 to Tottenham barely 4 minutes into the game. It's not a great start, but I'm sure we can go into the game. That's what I'm hoping for. But let's see if we can try and get at least a couple goals, ideally in this first half. But a goal will. I just want one goal this first half. That would be ideal. Ars has got the ball. A goal now would be absolutely brilliant. Prabanic with the header. He does put the ball into the back of there. I put the bet on my house that he would score a header, because that's what he does. He's 6'7" and he does not miss chances like that. Hopefully that's not his only goal of the game. He's gonna get a hat trick. That's my thought. He's probably, I'd say he's probably similar to Haaland, similar sort of build, quite lumpy, quite lanky, and he's just a beast up front. That Prabanic. He's Croatian. He's not even Norwegian, so he's not really like Haaland, but yeah, very similar type of build. Richie, now to Prabanic, now to Ars again. Come on, let's try and put the ball into the back of there. Hopefully take the lead. Bellingham tried to put the ball into the box, but it got blocked, and Tottenham do go on the attack with Yerdi with a ball, and thankfully it does hit the post, and we do get it out wide to Burnley now onto the ball. Come on, let's try and get the ball upfield. Let's do something with it. Prabanic with a header. I think he did get it back to one of our players, but the highlight bit wasn't really highlight worthy. The pass, and I don't think we really went on to attack, but we are playing really well. Since we conceded that goal and got the equaliser, we are performing really well. Ars now to Bellingham. Slugan with a cross. Cohen at the back post, and he does header the ball into the back of the net to make it 2-1. Both of our goals have come from a cross from the right hand side and a header at the back post. That is absolutely amazing. If Prabanic wasn't going to get there, Cohen certainly was. We are 2-1 up against little Tottenham Hotspur, because that's all they are. They're just little Tottenham, not big Tottenham. Just little Tottenham, and that's all I'm going to call them for the rest of the game. Little Tottenham, because that's what they are. Absolutely useless team. Yes, they're fourth. They're just overachieving. They will slide down the table and finish 7th or 8th by the end of the season. And that's not a prediction. That is what's going to happen, I hope. If they go on and win the league, which are not 12 points behind, I'm fairly sure Man City will win the league. That would be absolutely sickening. Richie, now to Skipper, Slugan, Bellingham. This is looking very positive. Richie, who has picked up a knock. Skipper with the strike. He's another player. Started the season off quite slowly, but as he's got more and more game time, he has become better and better each game, and I absolutely love it. Skipper with the ball now to Richie, who has picked up a slight knock. We will obviously get him off, probably give him another 15 minutes. Arse is absolutely shattered. We don't really have a decent backup right winger. Obviously, we've got Paul Young knocking around the squad, who is out of contract at the end of the season. If we can try and replace him, but he is our only homegrown at club player, which is slightly problematic, but we should have a few more of the homegrown boys coming through the youth intake, which our youth intake for this year, 2037, the class of 2037, rated 4.5 stars. I'll believe it when I see it, but we've got 5 or 6 really good youth players in the under 18s. Two of them out on loan, that Dimitri Magas and Taylor Cotham, something like that. But they both look absolutely class, and hopefully should be pushing for a first team spot, or at least a first team squad spot in the next few years, hopefully. Richie is going to make way for. We'll get on Kiffin. He can have a little run around because we are 2-1 up, and I don't anticipate Tottenham getting an equaliser. Cohen is going to make way for Vukadinovic. We'll just change the wingers and the attacking midfield. Paul Young is going to come on. We'll just do them 3 changes for now, all in one go. That might come back to bite us, but they were all shattered. Kiyorodi is another player who is getting a bit tired, but we'll give him a little bit. Try and give him a little bit longer. And Arse does pick up a ball now to Richie. Pabanic is for a goal. He's got a lot of pace for being such a big lad, and unfortunately couldn't quite put the ball on target. I don't know if he was onside or offside, but a very good chance. He probably could have taken it a little bit closer to the goal. And what star foot does he have? He's got a strong left foot. He could probably use his left foot and probably would have had a better chance of putting the ball into the back of the net. But Vermin has got the ball now to Mazza. Thankfully, we do get the ball not cleared, but now we do. And Pabanic wins the header and gives the ball straight back to a Tottenham player. Kiffin tried to win the ball back, and thankfully their shot was well over the top of the crossbar. 15 minutes left to go. We are 1 goal up. Kiyorodi is going to make way for Kiana. I think that's all that's the only change we're going to do for now. We'll keep an eye on the 2 midfield players. Joe particular is very, very tired. We do have Mera on the bench here. We can. I hope we've got him on the bench. We will get on Bellingham, get off Bellingham for Callis. Mera didn't pause the game, but it doesn't really matter. We're still 2-1 up. We don't think we missed anything. Skipper. Now the Skipper takes a couple of deflections, but couldn't quite find its way into the back of there with the goalkeeper, Oda, at the back. Robs out to Shoal Hato. Can we just try and get the ball back, please? Nurse with the ball, and Victor Roque does put the ball into the back of the net to make it 2-2. I did say they weren't going to get back into the game, and that was the commentator's kiss of death. And we do go into the final 4 minutes, 2-2. Hopefully, can we get a late winning goal? I don't think it's going to happen, but I'd 100% take a 2-2 draw against Tottenham Hotspur. On another day, we probably could have had 3 or 4 goals in that game, but yeah, I'd take a point. I think when we play them next season, we will definitely beat them. I mean, Victor Roque. I mean, how old are you? You must be close to retiring now. 31. Not close to retirement, but he has been listed for 75 million. We're not going to pay that for him, but he's a couple. We need some of those old boys in the squad because we don't have many of them. But yeah, there might be some movement in the January transfer window. I won't anticipate much, but there might be some. Obviously, our FA Cup run does kick off against Crewe. Hopefully, we should be getting past them fairly comfortably. So I think we'll probably come back end of the January transfer window. Hopefully, we're still in the FA Cup for our games against Man City and Brighton. If you have enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more Daily Football Manager videos, and thank you very much for watching.